And we're live.
We're live. Everybody pause their Keno machines. We're going. We're excited.
And we're early, so no
We're
one
talkie-talkie.
can
Yeah, we
complain
wanted to
about it.
say hello. We saw insert name here was in the queue. I'm just so curious. That could be anything. You could be anybody. You could be anything you want. That's fantastic.
Insert name here.
That is like literally the greatest thing. Okay,
That's your
this
shout
is
out right there.
this is the shot. There you go. We are about to have what may be the finest show ever devised here in Las Vegas. And that's only because I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea why that's because. But anyways, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about why Vegas sucks. By the way, we love Vegas, but we're going to talk about all the things that we hate about Vegas. And therefore, Vegas sucks. So it's not really, this is going to be a David ranting session. If you've ever been within 10 feet of me, you'll know that it's a common theme, just so you know.
Well, another way
No?
of saying it is we love Vegas, but it doesn't mean that it's perfect.
We don't love everything about Vegas. There are
exactly.
lots of imperfections about Vegas. We won't mention Jet in this podcast. We're going to talk about the good stuff, right,
No,
Jet?
Just before someone asks why
Uh-huh.
are we in a different location,
I know. I was gonna cover that. You didn't even give me a
I'll
chance.
get to that in just a second. But I did want to say,
Mhm.
I lost my train of thought. So
Say.
you like derailed me over there.
Clueless. Go ahead. What do you got? Go ahead. Let it out, buddy. You can do it. Here we go. Okay. I found it. I need juice, dude. I gotta stay hydrated. All right. What do you got?
How's the audio, guys? I just wanted to ask that.
Okay. All right. So the audio is fantastic. I'm talking into this thing. It's right there in front of me. I finally figured it out. All right. So we have finally moved into a new location. So one of the biggest problems with me and Alex is how to film, how to run. We have the school, we have Casino Quest, and so how to get everything done. And we have to wait for other businesses to close in order for us to film. And so we don't have a lot of, it's just never ending and getting older. And it's, I got to take naps and naps get inconvenient. And so here we are. We got this house. And we also got this house because a lot of people don't like to come to work. You know what I'm saying?
Commute to work.
Commute to work, to that too. And so here, they don't have to commute. They can they can wake up, roll out of bed, and boom, we're at work. We're collaborating our asses off. So this house is literally for the next year. It's our gift to some of our core team members to literally get stuff done. And that's why we're here. We're working on our online training platform, doing all that. All right, but let's get to the topics of the day, right?
Let's get to it.
This is going to be a little ranty. All right, so there's no special order of how Vegas sucks, and we're going to go kind of down the line
So
of
this
the
isn't a
things.
ranking list.
No, it's not a ranking list because we hate those. If I had in fact, let's just start with that, dude. It's amazing how many lists that come out about all the top 10 crap that you can do in Vegas.
Oh my God. Actually, can I talk about the restaurant top 10s?
Oh, the
Because
restaurant top 10.
10s
I know.
are BS. Every time I go to that number one, it's not as good as they say it is.
Yeah, no, because, well, first of all, Dennis has gotten a little bougie, okay? He's a little bougie now, so he's the restaurants have literally gone down the pike. But, a lot of these lists are like, hey, I've been to Vegas 30 times, so now I know a thing or two. You don't know crap. First of all, everybody has different opinions. We all like different stuff. All those lists are nonsense. For the most part, just come out here. If it fits your budget, and most people, by the way, if you're staying at, like, let's say the Mirage, you roll out of bed and you go somewhere in the Mirage, dude. The list doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it sucks. Maybe it doesn't suck. Maybe the fact that it does suck is part of the experience. Then you can go home and say, listen, I ate the worst steakhouse in town. That's a memory, dude. That's stuff. All right.
Can I throw shade?
We can show shade. Who's the worst steakhouse in town, dude?
Oscars.
Oscars sucked. Yeah, we didn't like Oscars. The windows were dirty. You know what's so weird? We were there when Oscar was there. We were like, dude, your restaurant leaves a lot to be desired. We were there. His wife was there. Nice people, all that stuff. But the windows were dirty. It's got a big globe. And then, poor Jet was waiting for his bread. He was getting antsy. The chairs were uncomfortable. What did we like there? We liked one thing, the mushrooms.
The mushrooms.
We liked
The
so we
mushrooms were
ordered
really
about
good.
12 things. The mushrooms are great. So, all right, so Oscars might suck. So we came to a theory. I think what happens is a lot of people come to Vegas, and I think you may have experienced this. If you spend a lot of money at a steakhouse, the last thing you want is for it to suck. So literally, I've actually been across from a fan one time, And they were very nice. They took us out to this steakhouse, and the whole time they were raving about how wonderful the steakhouse was. And as I'm just looking at them going, man, everything about this place just sucks ass. Can I say sucks ass? Can we say that? Okay, we can say that. It wasn't very good, but of course you don't want to share that. But the minute I went home, dude, I got on my little, my Google review, dude. I reviewed the hell out of it, dude. I toasted it. But anyways, hopefully the fan didn't see it. But, because I think people, we don't want to spend $150 per person and then be like, you know what, that was the worst money I ever spent. You know what I'm saying? And then, God forbid, we go home and, a little explosive diarrhea to add to it. Although for some people, that's an upgrade. I throw that out right away, dude.
I don't
Get
think
the
that's
diarrhea.
an upgrade for anybody.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I don't think
you haven't met Alex yet. That gives him more time to watch all your TikToks, buddy. Think about all the TikToks you get to watch. You know what I'm saying?
But he's going to go into the
because
toilet
diarrhea is not
diarrhea.
in and out, dude. You got to sit there for a minute. You got to enjoy. You got to hang out. All right, Dennis is right here. That's why I keep looking over there if it looks a little distracting. All right. First of all, can I get to one of the most? Here's one of the things that I've always wondered why this is true here in Vegas. Okay, so for those of you who have been to a gentleman's club, you know that we have a few rules around town. Okay, so in order for there to be 18 and over, it's got to be a juice bar, but they can get naked. All the girls can get naked.
And for anyone who doesn't know what a juice bar is, it means you just can't have alcohol.
No alcohol. There's no alcohol, so you get to see naked 18-plus girls, but there's juice bar. There's no alcohol at these places. Now, if the girls are 21 and over, they can serve alcohol, and they don't get naked. You only get to see a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your dollar will get you. I don't know. In order to get the whole shebang, you got to drive out of town. You got to literally get in a car, or have a car, and you got to go 45 minutes out of town. Why does it matter, dude? I mean, who the hell is running this? Like, I don't understand, like, what the law is. You can smoke marijuana now everywhere, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And a juice bar with 18 plus, like, are they afraid you're gonna have one beer too many, and then what? What's the conversion rate? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on at these bars? Then you gotta, like, if you want to get the full nude experience and you want to hop in the sack, you gotta literally drive out of town. I mean, when I worked at the Rio, it was $1,000 to go up the elevator, dude. That seems like quite the premium. Can you imagine?
Or you go to the massage parlor upstairs.
Or the massage parlor. That's apparently everybody in town needs a massage at every intersection. There's literally a massage parlor at every intersection here in town because they're giving out great massages, dude. These are the happiest massages you'll ever get. Why not just go legal, dude? Why not just let them, no one wants to commute out to Pahrump. No one wants to make this travel. Like, why not just do what we got to do here? In Vegas, we're all in. We're all in on everything, dude.
Plus, it'd be safer for these people.
Dude, the next thing you know,
It'd be safer for the people that have to do this work.
It's safer for everybody, dude. It's safer for traffic. It's safer for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just turn these. Okay, so that's always been one of my biggest things. I just don't understand why they make it so hard to get laid in Vegas, dude. You know what I'm saying? Can I say that?
Well, you just got no game, apparently.
I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Throw us everybody a bone, dude. We're trying to win money. We're trying to play the game. We're already paying $150 to have dinner. Dinner and a date. And if you're eating alone, then you can go on your date afterwards, dude. It's a win. All right. So why Vegas sucks, we're going to get through it. I promise you. The next thing is people, unlike myself, talking about Vegas that know nothing about Vegas, that either visit here or don't understand sort of the economy of Vegas, how Vegas works, the things are in play. It's amazing how many articles are out there about Vegas that have no basis in reality. They talk about, the dealers are going bye-bye electronic table games, or whether how the slots are set up on a casino floor. You can watch so many YouTube videos that talk about how people are being manipulated out of their money. Most of those things aren't even remotely true. Design has taken over a lot of facets of the casino floor. So, for example, like, they back in the day, they wanted the casino to be confusing, so you were trapped in a labyrinth of machines, and that might have been true. There was a few places like that. They also talk about how people like playing in little cozy cubby holes and stuff like this. Again, back in the day, could have been something like this. But if you go into casinos nowadays and you see there's lots of light, there's no absence. There might be one or two clocks missing from the wall, but for the most part, it's more design intensive. They're looking at something that people want to be. It's got to be cosmetic. It's got to be comfortable. It's got to be accommodating. The days of like the seedy, back of the room feeling of a casino, those aren't things. And those aren't what make a casino. The dealers aren't going bye-bye. Slot machines aren't rigged. There's none of that's going on in Vegas. So like, you see all these YouTube videos, especially when it comes to, let's say, craps even, or playing blackjack. There are so many theories. There are so many ways that people look at the games. They look at what the Vegas experience is. It's all nonsense. Much of it is nonsense, and much of it doesn't play a role in how Vegas exists today. Here's how Vegas exists: expensive-ass food, expensive-ass entertainment, expensive-ass table. I mean, there you go. You know what I mean? Ways to get you to come to the casino and spend your money. Right?
But here's the thing, like, at least when it comes to the food,
yeah,
I don't mind if it's expensive if it's good. The
Yeah.
problem is it's expensive and bad.
All right, well, let's get to the damn food. But yeah, so like it's quite something where there's all this commentary where people lack context or lack understanding. I get it every day when I'm teaching people how to play craps. I know that there's a lot of other craps channels out there, but there's many. There's one real perspective. The real perspective is they didn't build the Aria because someone figured out how to beat a craps table. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was ever true, there would be no Aria. You know what I mean? There wouldn't be a Fontainebleau opening up. This is Vegas is an experience. It's an experience, and you should come here realistically understanding what the experience is. And for that experience, by the way, did you know? Here it is, ready? And I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Nick is like, there's the being near the strip tax now. So there's if you haven't come to Vegas in a while, just know that they have figured out a way to literally charge you for, if you look to the left, you may have a fee associated. Someone may run out and charge you for looking to the left. In fact, and that's not too far from the truth. If you are walking down the strip and you make eye contact with these showgirls, you owe them. You have a debt. You have put their image in your eye sockets, and now they want to get paid. And listen, if you try to pay them $1, maybe $5, even $20 bill, they're going to upsell you on that viewpoint. God forbid you get in a hug, or they come out and hug you, and because they're really friendly, they're super friendly. These showgirls, you know the ones I'm talking about. They go out on the strip. Jet knows a few of them.
Hey,
Jet knows. He goes down the strip. He's like, listen, Monica, you know what I mean? He knows them all. And if you hug them or you say hello, if you interact with them at all, you owe them money. If they make contact with you, you are in debt.
You know what's worse than that than the showgirls?
Which is that one? The monks, the fake monks,
the monks, or the people who
fake
try
monks.
to give you stuff. Like the people who try to
They're
hand you
so
something,
aggressive.
and they go out of their way, and then you take it, and then they like, oh, now you owe me $100.
Yeah, $100. By the way, if they give you those lucky beads, they're not lucky. They gotta pay. You gotta pay. And they're super aggressive when it comes to like thumbing those things. But be careful of those showgirls, because if you ask them to take a picture of it, a picture for you, you're either out $100 of the camera that they use to take a picture. It's one of those, but it doesn't come cheap. But if you're ever at a restaurant nowadays, or you're anywhere, you'll see these fees. I think this is a new thing. Convenience fee, happy fee, smiley fee. I don't know. It just runs down. There's parking fees now. There's holy crap, I haven't lost all my money yet fee. You know what I mean? Because you can't leave Vegas with any money. That's absurd, dude. We want you to have a good time, but we got bills. Okay, you ready? This is gonna be random stuff. So here's the thing about Vegas. It really confuses me. And now this is, I have to say this because it's true. I went to a restaurant the other day, and this lady, she was an Asian lady. We were at a food restaurant, and she asked me about something, and I was like, listen, I'm white. And she instantly knew I was disabled when it came to whatever her food group was, right? What was that?
You couldn't use chopsticks.
Oh, I couldn't use chopsticks. She knew instantly. You should have seen the look on her face. She was like, yep, here you go, honey. Here's a fork and knife. Because if you feed me food with chopsticks, I will starve to death. I will not eat. I don't understand how that's a thing with rice, dude. Rice with chopsticks doesn't make any sense to me. But here's the thing in Vegas. Vegas has come up with many different ways of renaming food. You can't go to a restaurant and just be like, hey, it's spaghetti and meatballs. It is some other collaboration of stuff. I mean, there's like 4 words, and maybe one of them it refers to spaghetti or meat, or it's some kind of, all different ways of combining the meat and using the meat. It's a whole different thing. If there are some buffets out here where you will go down the buffet, or let's just say not you, okay? I don't want to take away from whatever existence you have. Me personally, I don't understand a single thing, dude. I don't even know what the hell is there. And I'm not even kidding you. I mean, I'll look at something. If you go to Cosmo, for example, and they serve you these little bowls, until you get it in your mouth, even when you get it in your mouth, you still might know what it is. You need someone with you to explain what the hell you're eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, for me, here's as long as it's not still kicking, or if it blinks at me, I'm out. I'm out if it blinks. If it moves on the plate, I'm out. I don't want any of that. That's way too fresh for me. But I have to bring Alex. Alex is a bit of a foodie, and he can tell you what the hell is in the thing. But I don't understand. Why don't they just deconstruct it for me? You know what I mean? Why don't they just say, hey, these are the ingredients. You know what I mean? They don't even have to tell me how to make it. I just want to know what the hell I'm eating. I don't have to, it's frustrating for me because I get the menu. We have this one restaurant we go to. I can't even tell you what the name of the restaurant is because it's 3 words. I don't understand. It's not even a name of a restaurant. It's the one in Red Rock. It's Italian food. It's fantastic.
Oh, Osteria?
There you go. Osteria. It's an Italian. It's got 3 names, no?
No, it's just one.
It's just one name?
It's just one name.
No, it's 3 names. Anyways, they have a menu. I don't understand a single thing on that menu. I literally have to have the person break down what the hell everything is.
I think you're thinking of the menu because when you go there, the menu itself is like pretty confusing because there's a lot. None of it is in plain English.
I mean, I don't until it actually arrives on my plate. I have no idea. I don't understand why don't they? It used to be you got the menu. Even if you didn't know what the hell they were making for you, it would at least say, "Look, this is lamb and with peas and some sauce." Just something. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like a Hungry Man dinner, but some kind of like dinner? Hungry Man dinner. It's like very clear what the hell you're eating there. It's fantastic.
Well, I do want to interrupt for just a quick second. Andrew M gave us $10. Says, "Love the look of the new space. This is our new collab house. Just in case you guys came here."
Yeah, we're gonna be evolving it, but we still got crap to put away. It's a fantastic. We can't wait to kind of share this with you guys.
Yeah, we're still, believe it or not, there's a big echo here, but luckily the mics don't pick it up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
We have another super chat from VA Crap Shooters, gave us $5. Says, for Daddy Davis Whiteness, get some help. Get some help, David.
I need help. This is true. It comes in stages, dude. I'm working on it.
There's a couple people saying hello. So Lady Luck, hello.
Hello.
And then
I'm giving away this hat later, by the way. Giving it away.
Panda says the mystery adds flavor.
Yeah. I mean, so so one of the stories I have is that someone took me out for an authentic Japanese restaurant, and I will tell you, no takeaway. I love Japan, never been there, but love the Japanese. You know what I mean? But I've never been into really Japanese food because I don't like sushi, and I don't really know what I don't know what Japanese people eat. So anyway, Rocky took us out to a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
And the one clue I had early on that there might have been some issues is I had to like close my eyes before everything came up to the table. You know what I mean? And what made it worse is there's snickering while the stuffed food is arriving. You know what I'm saying? So now I know that's sasibaka. That's the word, sasibaka. And let me just say, it went as you might expect. You know what I mean? And the more the snickering, the less I was enjoying. You know what I mean? Eyeballs. I don't know why. What the hell's wrong with you people? Who's eating squid ink? That's the other thing. I don't want to rant about squid ink because that would take the entire show. But who decided we were going to start making pasta out of squid ink? Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. You know what I mean? The squid expels it to have enemies run in terror. Squid
Yeah, but
ink.
It's the same thing with peppers. Peppers are spicy, so animals don't eat it, yet humans eat them.
Okay, but it's a pepper. It's not ink. Like, you can ground down a pepper. It's not mushy. It's not ink. Anyways, all right, let's move on. All right, here we go. So on that same food thing, here's the new thing in town. If you want to order cheesecake, for those of you who come to Vegas, you want your big meal, you go to your big fat steakhouse and, yum, 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 and it's a top 10 steakhouse in town. Congratulations. You pay like $300, and then you have like a $2 poop later on. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, get those butt wipes. Those are great. Those are fantastic. I love the butt wipes. Don't you like the butt wipes? Dennis
No.
loves the butt wipes.
No.
The butt wipes are fantastic. How to have a fresh ass on a Sunday afternoon.
Just get up a day.
Get a butt. Listen, butt wipes. Okay. Anyways, you know who turned me on to the butt wipe is Alex. We have a famous vlog we did with him at Costco, man, and he's just loving those butt wipes, dude. He's just get those butt wipes. Those butt wipes are good. Okay. So here's the thing now. They have decided to deconstruct the cheesecake. See, cheesecake, for those of us, older than, let's say, 25. I don't know, 25. It used to come cheesecake on graham. Had a crust, graham cracker crust, and it came in like a pie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a cheesecake. That's how we understood. New York, you went to a steakhouse and you could have cheesecake. Now you go to a steakhouse, it's not a cheesecake anymore. It's a fluffy ass, deconstructed, cheesy Bono thingamajiggy.
Bono?
I mean, I don't know why. I said Bono because that's the that's the weirdest guy I know. No. He's coming out here. They're opening up the MSG Sphere. All right, so every time we go to a steakhouse now, they don't have cheesecake. They have some other mystery type of thing. At Vegas, it's a brand new thing. They don't make desserts anymore. They make art. And then they serve it to you, and they pray that you take a picture. It looks great, by the way. The pictures look fantastic, but the eating is not so much, no? Anyways, if you want old school cheesecake, Ferraro's still has some old school. We love that. Capitol Grill, also favorite cheesecake. But the rest of it, dude, I don't understand. All right. You ready?
I have a couple of super chats.
Oh, you have? It's
so
fantastic.
Here we have Da Panda.
The
traveling,
Panda?
which is Principal Skinner.
Oh, is this Principal Skinner?
Says, when I move to Vegas in September, I'm going to drag y'all out for food adventures, bro. We do want to do D&Ds. Don't worry.
We want to do food adventures, dude. You know what's interesting is what I'm doing right now is nothing compared to what we do on kind of a deal. I have a tendency to just kind of go off the rails a little bit when it comes to this kind of crap, especially when. Anyways, what else you got? You got anything else important to add?
No, that was just.
That was it. That was it. Principal Skinner just like interjected. Yeah, I think we've been out to eat with Principal Skinner. No.
I've been out to eat with Principal Skinner. I'm not sure if you went out to eat with Principal Skinner.
Whatever. Apparently, it wasn't all that memorable. I don't remember now. There you go. He did take. I think he took us out one time. No, a long time ago.
He took us out one time. Well, me at Rira.
Yeah.
When Timmy was still here.
By the way, we just went to a steakhouse at Horseshoe, the Jack Binion Steakhouse, and we looked it up. Terrible reviews, but it was fine. Wasn't it good?
It was overpriced though.
It was way. That's the big thing is that they're overpriced.
It wasn't good enough for it to be warrant the price, because we've gone to some expensive places and then we didn't bat an eye because it was good.
Maybe we missed out on the massage and back, dude.
They would have told you if they had a massage
mint.
bag.
Really? That could be a thing, dude. So yeah, that's where I could see them, charge you prices. All right, ready? All right, here's one of them that we love. We had some fans of ours come in. This is how Vegas sucks. So this is gonna go. A lot of this is gonna go into price and cost and value and stuff. But we had some customers who showed up at Casino Quest, and we sell these challenge coins from $6.99 to $14.99, depending on the coin. And apparently, these same coins were being sold at another location on the Strip, may or may not have been the Horseshoe, $45 for the same coin. Now, let's just say that's highway robbery, dude. That's absurd. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's not even inflation. That's literally, come over here, I'm going to turn you upside down, and we're going to charge you as much as we can for this coin. I mean, it's absurd. $45. The margins on that one is 1,000,000%. It's 1,000,000%. Now, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
No.
You look like you're gonna say something.
It's fine.
But $1 million. I mean, what kind of margin is that? I mean, I don't understand. They have literally lost their mind. We went to a food court the other day and paid $60 for like 2 pieces of pizza and a hot dog. Remember that place? And the whole thing sucked. And we thought, dude, I didn't think I would make it out with my pants on, to be honest with you. It was a bit rough. That's one of those Sussy Baka food courts. Let me tell you. Where was that food court? Anyways, here's another thing.
Oh, in the Showcase Mall.
Here's another thing how Vegas sucks. And this is where it's going to suck for you too. But if you come here and you attempt to buy a car without credit, there is literally dealerships here that can charge you 20% interest. We know somebody who got sucked into a 20% interest car loan. And let me just say, it's not so much just the dealership that sucked. It's kind of on you. You know what I mean? If you sign the dotted line at 20% interest, I thought like there are other jurisdictions that limit what they call usury rates like that, like just absurdly rates. But here in Vegas, apparently, you can go to a regular car dealership. I kid you not, and you can walk away with your own 20% interest rate on a car. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, you should just beat yourself silly and ride a moped.
I mean, we don't have to imagine too hard. We didn't know someone who
do.
took a
Yeah.
car note
Yeah.
that interest rate. It was terrible.
20% interest rate, and they had to put money. They put money down. Like, oh my god, dude, you got to ride the bus, man. Come on. I mean, you just need to ride a bus. Get a scooter. Do something else. All right, I did the Showgirls on the Strips one, right?
Yep, you did. While you figure out what the next little thing is, we got 2 more super chats. We got VA Crap Shooters gave us $2.
That guy
says
loaded.
Nathan has the only cheesecake.
Wait a minute, who?
Nathan.
Who's Nathan? Nathan's?
Nathan.
Just
I think they're
Nathan?
talking about our employee, Nathan.
He has the only cheesecake?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is. I mean, yeah, maybe. He has cheesecake.
Holy Roller
Holy Roller.
gave us $4.99. Says,
Thanks,
I'm
sir.
starting to prefer playing craps and cruises over going to Vegas, but I'm looking forward to what you guys are doing with Vegas Tycoons.
Yeah, that's coming. Now that we're at the house. See, that's the whole point of us being here, is we're trying to evolve. We want Vegas not to suck. We want everybody to be able to at least, and I think for most people it sucks because we get charged for everything. There's high limit tables, all this other stuff. Like we can count it. Most of them, it comes back to like the cost of things and how we're pressured into buying things or playing a certain way, whatever the case is. We absolutely want to smooth that over. And we are realistically working on these relationships with casinos to kind of make that a thing. And so Vegas Tycoon is the next part of that.
And if
All
you're
right,
new
what
to
do
the
you got?
channel, we're working on content.
Yeah, so we're working on some content. Okay, you ready? All right, what else?
Oh, Nathan's New York cheesecake is
Nathan's, yeah, that's what I said. That's the thing. Nathan's New York tea, like literally in New York.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. Nathan's, yeah. That's what he's talking about. That could be a thing.
One more super chat from Aaron H. Gave us $5. Says Aztec and Inn, the saddest place on the strip.
That could be true. That could be true. Wow, I'm amazed that people still go in there. So like, it is, it has slots. There's no tables, and it's towards the stratosphere. So you got to carry a shiv. You got to carry something with you for protection. I just carry Dennis with me. He's all the protection I need, dude. But yeah, I'm surprised that place is still around. It made it past COVID. I thought it shut down for a while, but apparently it's still alive and doing well. Okay. So there's a few other things if you come out here right now, especially that suck. I think I lost my tech support. What's the matter? Oh, keep going. It's such a distraction. So you know that Formula One is coming November 16th to the 18th of this year, and they've literally taken over the town. You can't really see it yet, but they've taken over the town. Anywhere you go on the Strip, they're making the Las Vegas Strip into a racetrack, into an absolute racetrack for Formula One cars to speed around. And what's interesting is like there's all this commentary coming out now about from drivers and the track and the F1 that talks about it's not going to be the most exciting track apparently, even though it's on the Las Vegas Strip because it doesn't have a lot of the hard angles that that some of these drivers are used to, which holy smokes, like I wish you'd have thought about this before you decided to dig up the entire Strip and literally create the utmost nightmare for everybody coming here now. If you are coming to Vegas, just know that if you are anywhere near the south side, just walk everywhere. You may in fact not be able not be able to get an Uber, a limo, or, anywhere. You literally will get there faster just walking across the street. So right now, that's really suck a win here in Vegas. I mean, to get to even to get to Ellis, if you're going by car, you should just walk there. You'll get there faster. If you're going by car, everything is literally torn up. They are removing the sidewalks in some cases, the medians in some cases. The road is many areas of the Strip are reduced to one lane, not all the time, but intermittently. And Formula One is literally taking over the town. And for most of us that are here that have to get to different areas of the Strip, or God forbid us, a faster show, hasn't been too bad for us because we access the back end, dude. We get in through the back end. We love working that back end action. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they can't work the back end.
Huh?
They can't work the back end.
Well, you got to be a pro to work the back end. I'm just saying. All right, so at Formula One, so this is what's really kind of sucked, at least recently, is just the fact that, Formula One take over. And, from an insider perspective, I know that, I get asked a lot, like, how did all the other properties take to Formula One? And quite honestly, not all of them took to it so well because of all this commotion that's going on in front of the properties. I mean, if you can't get to some properties, right, it's taking away from business. And we better all hope that Formula One ends up being, the big come to that it's supposed to. Here's the thing. I've never watched a Formula One event. I just don't know what it is. I realize it's big in Europe, but not everything, you know what I mean? Not everything transfers in Europe, like, aka soccer. You know what I'm saying? God forbid Formula One comes out here. We've literally spent the last 6 months rebuilding the strip, and, you know what I mean?
No one comes here?
I mean, people are coming.
People are going to come.
People are paying. They're going to come. Listen. Wow. I can't say that word without it being. It's an Alex Kim. But, I wonder where, the future of Vegas is. I mean, what's the next big thing that's going to come out here? You know what I'm saying?
John L. Faro says, isn't it true that all Vegas, all streets are torn up? Kind of, yes. But
dude, that's another thing.
The strip getting torn up makes the congestion on other streets terrible.
Right. Because so many people work on the strip, so it just creates, lots of problems, compounds everything else, especially when people are coming in, coming out. And that's true. In fact, it's quite something. I don't know what the hell happened, but apparently all the money came in all at the same time and has to be spent by next week. So there are cones on every. If you live here, it's finding a street without a cone is quite stunning. Even when you can't avoid the cone. Doesn't matter what side of town you live on, where you are, at the school, by this house, everywhere. Cones everywhere. They're just ripping things up. I'm not even sure what the hell they're ripping. I think that if the government has money to dole out, that every place is like, hey, over here, and we just do it. We just want to spend it. We find a reason to spend it.
How do they find all these construction workers so fast, though?
Dude, I mean, just a cone budget we talked about. It's like $1 billion cone budget. Where do they find all these damn cones? How do they shut down all these damn streets all the time? And what interests me the most is, they shut down the streets weeks in advance, right, to get people used to, like, not using a certain lane. Who the hell, dude? I don't need to get used to anything. Just wait till the last minute to put the damn cones out, so at least I see you doing something, right?
Yeah.
You know what sucks more? You know what sucks?
What?
When you're driving by the cones every day and there's nothing going on, dude. It's just literally cones. You know what I mean? It's like the cone guy ran out of shit to do. You know what I mean? And needed to store it on the street, like you always say.
Listen, there's no storage. The storage is the streets.
There's no cone storage. They have to put all the cones out. They got to find a use. Is that the most annoying thing when you're going by some area with cones around and there's like literally nothing for weeks at a time? Like you don't see any dudes, you don't see any construction equipment. The ground looks perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it irritates the crap out of me. All right, ready?
We got a $2 super chat from VA Crapshooters. It said,
loaded.
Work is Nick is the CEG back-end worker.
I can't touch that. Nick is a professional back-ender, dude. He backs in his car. He backs in everything, dude. He literally backs in everything. He's a professional back-ender. Okay, ready? What do you got? All right, ready?
I'm waiting for you.
I'm gonna go on to my casino floor rants because there's quite a few of them. All right. Slot machines that don't give me back my money. Like I don't mean like they have to pay me back my money, but if I put in $3 and I hit the cherry, don't give me 85 cents, dude. Don't screw up don't OCD Allen out there. Can you imagine?
What he's trying to
these
say,
odd credits?
What he's trying to say is, like, let's say you play $1 and then it gives you 95 cents back, so then you can't play that $1 at the end of it.
That guy needs to be taken out and beaten, dude. Whoever decided that was going to be a thing needs to literally be excommunicated from the casino business. I get why they do that because clearly you're playing $3, you get to the end and you have $2.70 credit. Guess what you do, right? What I love is Resorts World. There's some of the casinos now that give you that last chance based on how much credit you have, and so you don't have to put in any more money. I love that. It must be costing them a fortune, by the way, because, I mean, most people are used to just putting in their money.
Yeah.
So Resorts World, which we love, by the way, they've evolved that place great, is so if let's say it's a $3 machine and you only have $2 credits left, right? They will give you this last chance spin. It's like this thing that goes around, and then if it hits on the yellow area, it'll give you a full credit for a full $3 spin. You know what I mean? So not forcing you to put in any more money. But I mean, it's so irritating because it sucks you into believing, and I know this is true, I do. There's not a person out there that doesn't agree with me on this one, okay? I mean, a lot of the other stuff maybe, but here, if you put 50 cents into a damn machine, you know what I mean? Or, anyways, it pays you 37 cents, and it's a quarter machine. Like, holy crap. A lot of these penny machines, they'll do that. And now you have no choice but to either, cash out your embarrassing tip. Can you imagine? I went to place, and you can't, what are you going to do with it, dude? You don't want a litter, and then nobody wants your 14 cents. You got to literally go up to the cash machine, and then it tells you, listen, you got to go to the cage with your 14 cents. Like, literally, you got to go to the cage.
They put those bowls now. Those bowls where you drop the ticket in there.
Oh, really? See, a bowl would be nice because that way somebody can pick it up who wants it, who adds it to their, maybe, because people used to go around the casino floor and, cash out all these little cents. But now there's nothing to do. Like, there are some cages which won't, for a minute there, they weren't even giving you your 14 cents. They were like, screw you. They were like, listen, you either got charity or screw you kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even cash it out. I went to a cage not too long ago. They were telling me, listen, we only take rolled coins. They wanted you to take your coins, roll them, and bring them in. They don't even have a cash. You used to be able to save up all your change, and they would have a coin star or something like this. And even the coin star seems a little ridiculous, but you used to take all your change, bring it into the casino, especially the local places. They feed it into their little thing in back, and it spits out, and they give you $35, and you go play that on the casino floor, or you go home and buy a sandwich. But either way, they got that change. Nowadays, they don't do that. You got to actually roll them yourself. You got to bring them in, and then they stick them in this tray to make sure you rolled them correctly, and then they'll give you money. It's a lot of work, dude.
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Or they have fees, or they just don't take no change whatsoever, dude. You come up with your 14 cents, and they all giggle and tell you to go. You know what I mean?
But then you got to tip her. You got to tip the
There's
your
there's the 14 cents. There's your tip.
Here you go. Just take the 14 cents.
Give me my $800, and this one's for you. You know what I'm saying? Just call it a day. Well, anyways, yeah, so these slot machines that pay back odd thing, because they make you feel like you're winning. Like you put in $1, you win back 50 cents, and you're like, ooh, look at that. It made noise, get excited, and you feel like you're winning, but you're not winning. All right. The other one is, do you got one? It looked like you wanted to interrupt me, no?
No.
The loose but odd credits, I already did that one. I'm about to move on to the new one. I lost my frame of thought. I'm trying to buy time, dude. Don't you got something to say so I can buy some time and move on to my next thought?
No one gave me a super chat, so I'm just.
You know what I mean? All right, so here's the other one. So we go over to a Buffalo machine the other day, we love the Buffalo machines, but they now have Oompa Loompa Buffalo, Mega Buffalo. They got Buffaloes coming out our ass. They got every variation of Buffalo you can ever imagine. I think they have Buffalo poop machines now, like literally. Can you imagine?
Buffalo poop machines.
Nah, I mean, there's literally every part of the buffalo. You can bet the buffalo now. There's all sorts of buffalo. They have Mega Buffalo, Triple Buffalo, all the buffaloes. But here's the thing now. You have to be very careful. If you play the penny machine, which we all know is not a penny machine, it's more like a $15 machine now. On the strip, the penny machines, in order to you to qualify for the progressive, is like $7, $8, some ridiculous amount of money. It's not even a penny machine. You have to be very careful and look at what those paybacks are. If you think you can walk up to these machines and go, oh my God, I can bet 1 penny. I mean, you might be able to bet 1 penny.
But it won't take you very far.
Can you imagine someone just buying for $1? 3 hours later, they still have 30 cents credit.
Yeah, but
that'd be great, dude. We gotta try that one day. We gotta film that, dude. That's gonna be fantastic.
There's no such thing as
Listen, I just want 1 line out of all 975 lines. I just want 1, dude. That's all I want. I want me and my penny.
You're gonna get so bored.
No, I'm not gonna get. I'm gonna be like cocktails to the main game, dude.
Just play Keno at that point.
That's true. You can't play 1 penny at Keno. How dare you? But anyway, so a lot of these machines now. So I went to a Buffalo, one of the mini, mega, grand. You know what I mean? And it's in order, you have to like hit it in the sweet spot. So they show you, they have a little thing, and they show you that you need $7 to qualify. Penny machine, $7 to get the progressive win. You know what I mean? Not a penny machine. It's a $7 machine. Let's be real. Because if you put in $100, dude, that's not a lot of bullets. It's $7 a whack. And then they have it scaled. You can do the $7 one. You can do the $12 one. That's not a penny machine because everyone rolls up to that one and goes so excited. You know what I mean? I can put in my pennies.
And then you get hoed.
It's all about getting hoed. Okay. So that's not a thing. Yeah. Are you ready? All right, here's another one. This is one of the most egregious things I think that casinos do. They expire your casino points. They only let you have the tier and the points for so long before they tell you, listen, if you're not playing, we're not winning.
Well, you know what I don't understand about that? Like someone who has a Vegas trip once a year, or like year change or whatever.
They're
like
coming
you just
back
get
next
screwed.
year. Yeah, you get totally hoed, dude. You lose your tier status, you lose your points. That I think you earn those points. You should be able to put those in your little purse and save them up when you come back. Your little money purse, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Your money purse?
I mean, some of us have a purse. We got a lot of money.
The little,
we got to carry around.
satchel thing.
Satchel. Can we do a matchel? No. I don't understand how once you earn that tier that you should that's your tier. You've made it. You've arrived. And even if it takes you 10 years, congratulations. Like literally. Casinos are giving away so little nowadays. I mean, give us that. Let us keep our points. You know what I mean? Don't. So I came across this because I was playing at maybe a boy casino, may or may not have been a boy casino. I don't remember exactly what was happening, but I used to have a certain tier. I go in there, I got no tier. I got no points. It tells me, it's so depressing. You know what sucks about their whole tier system is like you have to earn points first just to get into the tier points.
Oh, really?
It's unbelievable. You have to qualify to qualify. You have to pre-qualify to qualify for points. So I'll be playing a machine. It'll say while I'm playing the machine, you have 0 points accumulated because I haven't hit that first tier where you start actually earning points. What kind of crap is that? I mean, the minute you sit down the machine, you should be able to earn points.
Well, because you're already playing.
I mean, it makes no sense, dude. I mean, they totally axed all my flipping points, dude. They took all my points, they took all my tier stats, and now it's depressing. Who the hell wants to sit down in a machine even a year later? And this wasn't even a year. This was only like 6 months later. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Just 6 months?
And they're like, well, we sent you a message. Dude, really? They send these people, they send, if you sign up for one of these players cards, just expect you're going to be getting a lot of mail. Doesn't even matter if you play much. You're going to get a lot of mail. And there's no getting away from it, dude. You know what I mean? But let me earn my tier. Give me that. Let me earn my tier. Give me my points. Let me use my points. If it takes me a long time, what do you care? Right? Took me 10 years. I got a free buffet. So what? Can you imagine?
And they're not going to care about it. At the end of the day, it's a drop in the bucket for them.
I mean, right? Okay, here we go. I got my whole list here. I did the food thing. Okay, here we go. This isn't well, here. Let's do this. Can I give away a hat?
Hey guys. 315 of you guys. The like button.
You got to hit the like button real quick. I'm going to give away this hat or the burgundy hat. That's it. Look at it. Doesn't this look fantastic? Look at these. I love these colors. These are my 2 favorite colors, just so you know. I love these colors. But yeah, we're going to give away a hat and give you guys
wow, we struck a nerve with the point thing. People are just ranting in the
No, I know.
comments.
The point thing just pisses me off, dude. I don't even understand. I mean, so why take them away? Especially if you're coming to Vegas only a couple times a year. What's the incentive to take away? You earn those points.
You know what I don't
That should be
understand?
money in the bank. Huh.
If you let them keep the points, it keeps goodwill. Don't you want people to be happy when
And
they
it
come to
gives
your
you
casino?
something to grow into. You know what I mean? Like you can come back every year and go, you know what? I'm just 1,000 points away from my next tier, and you work towards that. I have no idea what the hell this whole thing is about resetting the points and resetting the tiers. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Listen, 20 years later, I've earned my black card. You know, wherever. Huh?
Are we going to give him a choice between the hats, or is it
Yeah,
just
they
the
could be a
burgundy
choice.
one?
Yeah, we have these in stock now. ShopCasinoQuest.com. Did I mention that?
So either the burgundy or the blue one.
And we
whoever
have the
wins.
Alex Kim Ruin My Life tour coming in August. By the way, for those of you who have bought time, reserved time, that's great, but you have to still get a ticket. You got to get a ticket, okay? You got to buy a ticket. There's like one guy out there who does it. I keep emailing you, and I'm like, sir, I know you bought time at Casino Quest, but in order to this event, it's got to be a ticket. You got to need a ticket, and you buy the ticket. You go to CasinoQuest.biz. There's a link right on top. Buy the ticket, and it's $40. You're gonna get dinner, a shirt, a free shirt, dude, a free shirt, dinner, and then on Sunday you're gonna be able to come to the school, hang out with us while we film videos.
Well, we do have 146 likes, so all it took is me asking.
1 second. That's fantastic. All right, let's do that.
And
Let's
here, pick the word first.
I think we just pick Vegas. Because it's 2-second delay.
I got the audio back on.
Can they hear me? We're back?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm hoping we are.
Wow, there you go.
So here's my rant. Windows, you fucking suck.
Yeah, okay. The Windows people are going to come and take us out.
Listen, why did you
All right, well, let's
update
get them
in the-
stop at the rant.
Why did you update in the middle of my thing?
Here, tell them to stop.
Well, you got to tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Well, 1 through 10.
8.
8. Okay, 3, 6, 8. RC.
RC Willie?
LUTA.
No. Huh?
I'm Arculata, something
right.
like this.
Well, he's going to message you, and then, yeah, you can pick a hat.
You are the winner.
And then make sure to email us or message us, right? So we can send it out to you.
I am putting it in the chat.
We had a little technical difficulties. Windows forced an update. And there we go. All right, so welcome back. Sorry about that. We're going to move on to the next part of this episode. Holy smokes. All right, ready? Are you ready? We're back. Everybody's wonderful. Did they say there was rigged? Did they know it was rigged?
Well, there's a bit of a delay, so they won't see it just right away.
They won't see it, but they know who won, though, right?
There's the rig. There's the rig.
There it is, rigged. It's always rigged. We know. Do we know this person? I don't think so. Is this new?
I think this is brand new.
This is fantastic. It's one of Alan's many aliases, dude. Someone out there has got aliases up the kazoo, trying to get that hat, working the bots for the hat. Can you imagine if you botted this?
That was like the whole thing.
Okay, so we are back, and we left off at expiring casino points, which I feel like everybody feels the same way. You should be able to have your casino points, and this is one of these days. If we ever get a casino, let me tell you, we're gonna have the only $5 game in town, maybe even a $3 game, $3 game in town, and you're gonna be able to build your points forever. You're gonna be able to work those tiers, come back year after year after year. And you know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to build it, and we all win. Okay. So the next thing is, and I know I sort of addressed this, but sort of my rant as it were, is Vegas is aiming for. So here's the most amazing thing. We have 1 million less people coming to Vegas now, right? Because of obvious things, inflation, cost of stuff, things cost money, whatever. So less people are coming to Vegas, but the people that are coming to Vegas tend to have more money to spend. They're either saving more money or whatever they're doing. Hopefully they've started businesses of their own and we're all succeeding, all doing well. And so Vegas has decided many of the casinos have decided to raise table minimums and reduce table maximums. So they're squeezing the player as much as they can. And the idea is, and it's amazing, the same talking head keeps coming out. He's a Caesars guy, and he keeps saying, listen, we're going for a higher quality player, which, what the hell are you talking about, dude? I mean, I don't understand why that's a thing, because I get it that, you're increasing your win, right? But the long term of this, it seems absurd that we're going down this route where people are coming to expect that every time you come to Vegas, you got to bring all this extra money just so you can afford the damn tables, and you can't have the same experience that you used to because there's literally no value and nothing to really create value. I mean, if everybody has to buy in and they're resigned to this $15 table, what the hell are you playing? There's not a lot of systems unless you have a buttload of money, and I mean a boatload. That's what I meant. Boatload of money. I think a buttload sounds better. Who the hell is playing all these games? So I get it. So there's the Caesars guy. I don't know who the hell he is. He's just the same. Every time I hear his name, I just start rolling my eyes because it's clearly some kind of host and someone who's on the peripheral and I don't think really understands the nature of casino gaming. And maybe hell, who the hell am I? What the hell do I know? But the idea is, well, we don't want to go back to this lower quality player. Again, what the hell are you talking about? I don't understand. So you basically, what you're saying is you don't want to go back to busy games where people are coming in, because if someone has, especially those of us who really love Vegas, visit Vegas enough, at some point we learn how to play the flipping game and we realize that $15 and $25 games really suck. and create very little opportunity for us. If you're someone out there who's literally going 110 in cross because that's all you can afford, 110 inside, $25 game, and you're same betting yourself into oblivion because you can't afford really to press because you're getting into nervous territory, but you have to start at this 110 because it's a quarter table. You don't have a working strategy. You're just grinding out some silly-ass win. If you're lucky enough to hit a roll, you win like $1,500 or $2,000, whatever the case is. But you never can have that score that Vegas was famous for, that memory, that one time when it all came together, because it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. I was at a table the other day at Bellagio, and the minute the table, it was $25 game. The minute the table got busy, went to $50 table, and then bam, $100 game. Welcome. They did grandfather. They were nice about that, but it seems silly. First of all you're doing is you're stopping the people that have been there from buying in again. I'm not buying in. If I lose all my money, there's no way in hell I'm coming out of pocket to buy in at a $100 table. I just refuse. A lot of people ask me why I don't play more craps, because the table limits are absurd. And I know deep down, despite the fact of being a degenerate gambler, that I can't get traction on a $25 game or a $15 game for that matter. At the very least, listen, if I had my druthers, I'd play a $3 $1 table. That's never going to happen. Most of those games are dead, let's be honest. I mean, those aren't coming back. We got to go to ETGs to play those. But I like to play craps on a table with a lot of other people. I like to be part of that energy. I like to be part of that social dynamic. Same thing for pretty much every other game. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to sit at a table where everything is resigned. Everybody is sitting there. You can clearly see it. They're resigned to playing at these higher limits. I don't know where they get this idea that this all of a sudden this is the quality player. It's not a quality player. It's just people pissed off wanting to at least, they're here in Vegas. They brought their damn money, and now you're just taking away their ability to create an opportunity for you. I don't know, and then they're like, well, the wins are off the chart. No shit, the wins are off the chart. But is that what you're looking for? Because it's going to come back, and I believe this is the thing. It's going to come back to bite some of these properties because people will, have this adverse relationship with them, this competitive relationship with them, where they know if you go downstairs and you buy in at the hotel that you like staying at, because some of these hotels have great rooms, great amenities, great food, but their tables suck, And if their tables are going to suck, by the way, better get some better dealers. So if I'm going to be putting up a shit ton of money, this is my next rant, right? So if I'm at a $50 table and you've pulled over a blackjack dealer to screw up my bets, now you've just compounded everything. So not only did you shit on me, and then you turned me around and worked me over. You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand how that becomes a thing because it keeps compounding itself, right? So like there's one casino here in town. It's quite stunning. It starts out where it's a $50 game with a blackjack dealer on a craps table, with a supervisor and a calculator, and then God forbid your the comp status is excuse me sir, but your points have been rebated. You know what I mean? Like you got 2 drinks earlier and now you can't eat. I mean, it's so much nickel and diming that's going on. And then you have Ellis, right? So you have this wonderful this other casino, which by the way, I love Ellis Sign. Way before we had any kind of relationship, and we don't have any monetary relationship with Ellis. So those of you who think that we have some other kind of relationship, that's not a thing. We love Ellis because it's close to the Strip, and the beer's affordable, the food's affordable, and the tables are affordable. $5 and $10 games. Now, mind you, they get busy because the only $5 game on the Strip or near the Strip. It's just off of the Strip. And they're investing a ton of money remodeling space, recreating that thing. And, their good fortune and their good karma comes with Formula One is building their stadium, like literally building their thing right across the street. So, there's going to be lots of synergy. That place is going to be, its own destination. So I know that they're working on, upgrading the rooms. So they've already done a fantastic job upgrading that space. And for those of you that have been there, I know that listen, it's not the Aria. It's not the Bellagio. That's not their goal, right? They don't want to be that. They want to be the culture of a place where people come and gamble. It's a bit of old Vegas. You get a slice of pizza and a beer. Then you can go to the yard. It's kind of a different experience. But I promise you that's what people are going to look for. That's what endears them to the Vegas that we knew. And we need more of that. We need more of that throughout the city. I mean, can you believe that if you go downtown, because so we used to send by default, if you were on the Strip and you were looking for a lower limit game, right, with some really good dealers, we sent you downtown. We had a Target. You can go this casino, that casino. There's no Target. The only Target is the one casino that's not doing so well because they kind of screwed us over. But hey, God bless them. They're trying to lower the rates and things like this. They're having difficulty getting dealers, which is understandable. So if you go there and you lose your money, that's on you. But
it's still crazy that downtown has $15 tables.
$15 to $25 games, dude. It's ridiculous. There are some casinos like I know at the Nugget they had a $10 table, which is so the Nugget has really great dealers. I mean, the last time I went there, I love playing at the Nugget. I like the ambiance. I like the old school feel of it. I just watched a documentary the other day about how the Nugget got started. It was one of the first real luxury destinations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When downtown used to be its own sort of luxury destination. You know, the Strip was not the Strip. The Strip was the stepchild of downtown back in the day. Did you know that? When they had the El Rancho was not considered. I mean, it was you know, but that's all there was really. It was El Rancho and then dust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so even the El Cortez was a destination, you know, where people dressed up to go there. No one dresses up. People barely can, you know what I mean? Barely find a dress for El Cortez. You don't need to wear anything. El Cortez is its own thing. But that's my biggest rant is how far away Vegas continues to go, and still I at some point it has to realize, listen, I'm very excited that Vegas has becoming a destination for everything. I love the evolution of Vegas. Vegas has really captured the MSG sphere. Very excited. It went online the other day. You know, that was going to be its own show, but I'm so fantastically excited about the MSG. I really think they put a ton of money into it, and I'm not sure. I don't know the economics of it, to be honest, but it looks fantastic. It's going to become its own destination. You know, now we have, you know, we're going to have all the professional games. We have all the big name entertainers. I mean, you can literally come to Vegas and lose yourself in everything that's going on there. If you're a foodie, if you're entertainment, if you're just looking for a unique kind of, you know, backdrop, if you just want to get high for a week and disappear, you know, we're going to have lounges. I mean, this is literally the place. But I also believe that we need to, you know, capture and qualify things. We need to stop taking everything away and monetizing literally the hell out of it, because that used to be the charm of Vegas, right? You used to come to Vegas and, you know, if you smoked, the cigarettes were basically cheap. They would throw you a pack of cigarettes, or they would at least give you a buffet coupon. Now, there's no buffet coupon because the buffet costs more than dinner, dude. I mean, you know, they're...
And that's assuming that they still have a buffet.
The Bacchanal buffet with all the fixings and someone sitting on your lap midway through it is, you know, over $100. You know what I'm saying? No one sits on your lap. But it's literally like you could get the chef's table, right? Is there a chef's table at Bacchanal? I'm not sure. But they have all these upgrades. You stand in line. You can upgrade the drinks and stuff like this. It's like $80, $85 a person. It's absurd. I mean, it's absurdly expensive. It's good, but it's expensive. There's no more cheap nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We do have another super chat from Andrew M. He said,
Hi, Andrew.
Do we think we are near an inflection point where people say enough is enough, or is it a matter of doesn't matter as long as people come?
No. So here's what I think. I think that if everything is true about, you know, we start seeing people pull back on what they're spending, and we have seen that, by the way. That's a thing. We have, you know, being in a retail environment and being at the mall, we can kind of look outside. We're a bit insulated because we do the reservations and the groups and stuff like that. It's a little different experience with us. But you can literally go, there are days when you can see that there are less people where there should be more people, and less people means less people spending money. So I really do think that, you know, these high interest rates, inability for people to get money out of their houses and things like this, being forced into these ridiculous car loans, stuff like this, I think this will have an effect. And I think that a lot of casinos will have to kind of, you know, rethink how they're interacting with customers, you know. I believe it's very true. I believe for gamblers especially, once everybody gets over having apparently too much money to spend, they're going to have to kind of rethink, because you're still going to want the gambler. That's what I don't understand is, like, how is it that you just want everybody to come to Vegas who's losing their mind on a craps table? It makes no sense. I will tell you this, and I've been a crap dealer for 33 years. I've been involved in gaming since 1991, right? There's a thing that we teach, and this is, you know, all kidding aside, this is kind of the series. There's a thing that I teach when I'm at the school. It's sort of a high-limit prep. It's this transition from, you know, the regular craps game to the high-end craps game. So for many of you, if you just go and watch a high limit game in, let's say Aria, let's say a Bellagio, some of these big places where they have $50, $100 games, people have literally, there is no strategy. There's no working strategy unless you have absolutely a buttload of money, because you so quickly get to the limits of that game. So let's say, for example, you have a 5,000 limit game and you're at $100. It's 100. You can get to max. You can power press and be there in 5 hits, less than that. You know what I mean? Depending upon how aggressive you are. So there's nowhere to go. You can't martingale the game. You can't overbullet the game. So here's what happens. These high-end players, people that have more money than sense. Some people, they just want to play, but that's just it. They just want to play. They want to be in action. It's no longer about the strategy. For most of us, most of the people that follow this channel, most of the people that watch CEG, certainly a lot of the dealers, people that have been in this business for a long time, the strategy is about having, some flexibility, some air to grow. You know what I mean? You start down at this lower limit, and then you build, and sort of you maximize your opportunity. It doesn't matter what game there is. This plays out with every game in the casino. But the minute that you get to these higher tiers and you start at this much higher level, it's no longer about that. It's really about just you being in play. You're not working a strategy. Your investment, no one cares about your investment. The casino is worried about 2 things, and this is where they set these limits. They're worried about the martingale, right? Someone who just doubles up to win their $5 or $10, whatever their starting bet is. That's why they have limits, right? So that you can't just martingale yourself to eternity if you happen to be a millionaire, a billionaire. You can't lose, right? If you're able to double down to forever, you'll just never lose. There has to be limits, right? The next is the swing wins. So the guy that buys in for $300,000 and bets, let's say, even $32,000 across, right? That guy, the casino is not worried about that dude, because that dude is going to win and lose. Everything is going to be in context. $300,000 win or even $1 million win for someone like that. That's not money walking. That's just money being mingled around. Now, for those of us who care about our money and play strategies that we need to work, right, and trying to create opportunity, and that's why there's a lot more of you out there, like more than it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing how YouTube and just literally all this information online has influenced this game. I can get to that in a minute, but so. Those of us that are trying to create opportunity, that's the fear of the casino. Because if you are in $500, let's say, and you win $10,000, that's money. You're going to pay some bills. You're going to go for a nice dinner. You're going to take your wife out. I mean, there's stuff to do. Like I tell people about the guy, the Hawaiian guy. I say Hawaiian guy because right away, aggressive player, potentially pressed. Hour and 40-minute hand walks with $240,000. Bought it for $500. That guy, that casino's never seen that money again. That's a $500 player. If anything, he's just going to come back. Maybe he buys in for $1,000. Maybe he hits a high-limit keno machine on the way out. But most of that money is going home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what the casino is afraid of.
He's going to pay some debts, buy some cars.
That's it, literally. And that's the big disconnect. But you need some of those. Go ahead.
No.
You need some of those. Casino needs some of those because Vegas is built on stories. Those stories are going away. What's your story now? I had a fantastic steak at Oscars. You know what I mean? The windows were dirt. I mean, what's the story? My poop came out gold. I mean, what's going on? That's the thing. Like, it used to be like you came to Vegas. How many of us now are missing? Like, I know we had someone who was able to buy into a great table at the Venetian, won $60,000. Another person actually won $6,000 at Ellis, right? But those stories of winning money on these tables are getting fewer and fewer because players are getting squeezed. And so the less table, so now your motivation to come to Vegas has been sort of converted. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
What is the saying? Every winner in Vegas makes Vegas bigger, something like this?
That's it. Yeah. Casinos, dude, Vegas is built on winners. Vegas is built on the dream, on the hope. That's what it is. Most people come to Vegas understanding that they're probably going to lose, but they come with a little hope. What kind of hope do you have on a $15 to $25 table? You know what I mean? There's not a lot you can do. Here, give me a $25 field bet, right? Let's say you got $200 to spend, to gamble on a crap table. What are you going to do with that?
Unless you get really, really lucky, you're not going anywhere.
It's absurd. There's not a lot of stories. Hey, what's your story? Parlayed the field. You know what I mean? That's it. I parlayed the field. You know what I mean? Might have had a 6 and 8.
Except our challenge, which wasn't real money, so it didn't work out for everyone.
Yeah, I will say this. One of the good rants, one of the greatest things that ever happened to Vegas is literally the information. And it's a shame that some casinos are unwilling to embrace that in a positive way, or are really slow to the game. There's lots of really wonderful people out there trying to create content, trying to collaborate with the casinos, trying to demonstrate. They don't want anything. They just want access, right? They just want to pop their eyes. And if you sat back, that's your best publicity. If I own a casino right now, there are people that are very irresponsible that have taken advantage of players. That's no good. I agree. But if you're a content creator and you're sitting back trying to develop a crap strategy, you got a dead crap table over there. Why don't you just let the person come in and say, hey, I'm here at so-and-so casino who was kind enough to let me borrow their table, right? Because that's a thing. There's nothing in the rule books that says you can't film a crap table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's private property. You keep the lid up. You don't have to put out any checks. You know what I mean?
That's one of the few parts of old Vegas that we don't like.
I mean, it's amazing how many, listen, and I'm older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you would think at some point some of these people have to turn off their Facebook and turn on, realize that, the TikTok generation has arrived.
The TikTok generation.
I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. But this is where we're at. We get more views on walking into a casino, let's just say, than the casino gets with somebody with a martini walking around. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know. People want to see other people doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interacting with the casino, playing games.
Having a real experience. There was a guy that came in the other day, and he was talking about how, which is amazing because Timmy gave us this lesson back in the day, right? About how we keep the roles are real. Like, we don't fake any roles. We don't fake any cards. We don't fake anything because it is what it is. You guys can see it laid out. Ooh, black and white. Whoops. Almost dropped that. But you know what I mean? And
yeah. And I by the way, I go out of my way to make sure that no roll is cut. Even if I may cut it quickly, every roll sticks in the video.
So and that's what people want. Get away from the fluff. No one cares about how great your martinis are. Every martini at every property is the #1 martini. No one cares. But if you're kind enough to show people some space, guess what? People look at that. People love that.
Yeah.
People love that someone went out of their way. Someone did something. You know what I mean? Which by the way, that's another reason why we love Ellis, because Ellis quite literally goes out of their way. They love the content. They love that people. Dude, the guy that runs the slots there is literally the guy. Okay, he is the guy that made El Cortez the slot destination. He's doing that same thing for Ellis right now, quite literally. They have some of the best people on the planet working in that property. You know why? Do you know why that is? Because it's a wonderful place. It's a culture of a thing. They've created this environment.
And they have young staff too, so they understand what it means to be part of this generation. Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. They have a young host.
Because think of it.
They have Steve. They have Steve. He's a bit long on the tooth, buddy. They have Steve. He's a bit long. He's older than me, I think. Yeah. I don't know if he could be my dad but no, just kidding.
No, he's not that
old.
Old.
Steve? Yeah. But they have wonderful people because it really literally is a culture. Now you walk into some of these other properties, these big, fat properties, you wonder why they're slow moving, because everybody there is slow moving now. You know what I mean?
Jim, the professor.
The Professor Jim?
Says, the casinos have cameras everywhere but won't allow videos. Why? What are the casinos afraid of?
So you know what's interesting? We have had this conversation with so many casinos because we're like, listen, we'll bring in our cameras, we'll blur out the background, right? Because we can do it, he can do it, so these kids, they can do everything, and we'll even send you the video so you can approve it to make sure that because a lot of casinos are worried about a couple things. They're worried about some kind of VIP being in the background and getting pissed off, which nobody's in my nickel section that's ever going to have that, you son of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
no
number
VIP
one.
is playing the same section.
Number two is their casinos are always worried about how they're perceived. But really, I think as long as it's organic and people are being honest, yes, I get it. There are some personalities that are really outrageous. But people aren't stupid. You know what I mean? They see it for what it is, and then guess what? You're the casino. You see that video, and you'll be like, yeah, nah. That was our thing when we went to a casino that might sound like Downtown Grand. It might rhyme with Downtown Grand, but it might not be the Downtown Grand. Same thing. It's so funny because they got so nervous the day of. We had already worked out all the specifics. Everything had been cleared. and then all of a sudden, we're summoned to discuss, and then we have all of these, shall I say, meatheads, because that used to be an expression. All these people with all the different viewpoints. Meanwhile, no one actually knows anything. Here, there's another rant, right? No one actually knows anything. They're providing feedback to us that's not relevant, that has no context, that has no basis, because they don't understand the audience, right? They don't understand how people interact with media these days. And they're just making up crap just to be difficult and important. No one cares how important you are, dude. Put your suit on over in the bathroom and leave us the hell alone to do what we're doing over here. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're so worried about one content creator ruining like the image, why not just get a bunch of content creators? Because they're all gonna have different opinions, anyways.
See?
Then people can just watch whatever how they want to watch.
That's just it, dude. Like all of those arguments literally have no base. You'd be amazed at the kinds of things. One of them is we're gonna give away secrets, dude. One guy is like, listen, you can't film our craps table because we got secrets. I'm like, dude,
what secrets?
The only secret's how big your ass is on this chair, dude. There's no secret, dude. There's no secret. What? I literally had a boxman go like, we can't let anybody film it because they don't want to reveal the secrets of the crap table. What? Anybody know what secret the hell they're talking about?
It doesn't matter.
By the way, this one guy who I'm talking about very specifically, guess what his secret? He's a, okay, no takeaway from you flat earthers. We might have lost a few people.
Hey, yo.
But he is oh, God, I got so many great stories about this guy, dude. But anyways, he's like this, secret. There's no secrets. First of all, there's very little tech on a crap table. It's not like, what kind of secrets can there possibly be? Like, how old our chips are? You know what I mean? Or like, how I don't understand. Yeah.
Not only that, but like, we share a lot of this stuff on like this channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they hiding? Like,
nah, we don't care. I mean, we personally are at the point where, I mean, I feel like this journey is your journey. Like, I had a dice with David today. It was great. I don't want to. First of all, he gave me a Morgan silver dollar, which is fantastic. That's cakes and pies right there. But he talked about finding opportunity later in life, which that's us. You know what I'm saying? And to do that, we had to get away from all the negativity, all the takeaways, all this old ways of thinking, and just let it go, dude. Just get it. But anyway, this journey is your journey. Where our Vegas experience is in some ways your Vegas experience. So there's that. So we don't mind sharing as much as possible. There's some things clearly we don't want to share, but we gotta have secrets, dude. Everybody's gotta have secrets.
Yeah, but that's just so we sound cool, and it's not so much because we need the secrets, just so it sounds cool.
It does sound cool. We sound mysterious. We're not mysterious. There's nothing. There's no mysteries here. The only thing mysterious is the buffets, dude. No one knows what the hell's going on with the buffets. Anyways, what else you got?
Hey guys, we need 9 more likes for 200.
Really?
200 likes.
I'll have to give out another hat, dude. If you guys do it, we'll give away something else. You can even pick something else. I don't know. What else do we got? All right. What else? Where else are we at? What I'd really like to do is one of these days. So this is.
Well, while people are liking.
Yeah.
We do have a super chat that just came in.
Do we have any questions or concerns? The
super chat.
Because I'm really loving it. What?
The super chat that just came in.
The super chat.
So
Go.
Drew gave us $10.
$10.
Said with boomers in retirement and Gen X close behind, the two of the largest degenerate table game markets.
Yeah.
Young crowds want loud music, sports, poker.
Yep.
Casinos, and have no incentive to offer a fair game.
Have no what?
Incentive to offer a fair game.
Wait, I don't think you explained to me exactly what the hell's going on. Maybe I'm too old.
So
do you understand this?
With boomers in retirement and Gen X close behind,
yes,
that is the two of the largest degenerate table game markets.
Without a doubt.
Young crowds want loud music, sports, poker. Casinos have no incentive to offer a fair game.
Yeah, they have no incentive. Yeah,
but
I mean, they're veering away.
But here's the thing. As someone who is part of the younger generation.
Are you? What generation are you, dude?
Gen Z.
Really?
Yes.
What the hell's behind you?
Gen Alpha.
We ran out of alphabet.
Yes.
We got to go to the new alphabet?
Yes.
Well, quite literally,
but
that's
anyways,
how it works.
As someone who's part of Gen Z, like, I love table games, but I would have never known if I didn't get the chance to do it the way I did it here, where I went to the school, got to do it for free, and learn the game because it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I would have never, in any other circumstance, in any other universe, I would have never walked up to a table with the money I had, because they're too high limit. Why would I do that?
And now you're a degenerate gambler. Congratulations.
I'm not a degenerate gambler,
Thanks for
but I
crossing
enjoy
over.
craps. I genuinely do.
You're a degenerate craps player, dude. Move over to Keno. You know, I will say, apart from, I can rant all that. You would not believe some of the conversations I've had about it's just at every level of this business. It's quite stunning. I've met a hotel director who is really leery about having other YouTubers. So his feeling is, get this, ready? This is a beautiful conversation. So I meet this guy. He's the vice president of the hotel. So he's over all the hotel operations. And we're talking to him about offering an incentive for our fan base and to go to this hotel. And if you're wondering why we don't have more of this, because we do have a pretty large, we get a lot of views, especially on the CEG Roulette videos. And we have people that reach out to us and they're like, hey, where should I stay? And we're like, wherever the hell you want to stay. I mean, so we're talking to this guy, and his worry is that because we're a YouTube channel, we're going to get people in that all they want to do is take pictures with their phones. And they're not going to want to really experience what the property is all about. And I'm like, dude, they're staying at your hotel. They have to experience, at least to some degree, what your property is about. So what you're saying is you feel that because by the way, this is a guy that should have retired 10 years ago. Like if he wasn't 80, he might have been 82 kind of thing. But he's talking as if because you guys are going to come and you're YouTubers, you're going to bring your phones, you're going to take pictures, and it's going to be one big Instagram, YouTube, TikTok affair, and no one's going to make money in the casino. That's his whole, I mean, are you kidding me? You might make more money in the casino. These are people that are looking for an experience, like an experience of, guess what? Playing blackjack, maybe winning, maybe losing. Playing a slot machine, maybe winning, maybe losing. I mean, it makes no sense. Are you telling me that they're going to whip out their phone, and because they have one hand on their phone, they can't have the other hand doing something else? Because I know last night, you might have had, I mean, I don't understand what this logic is. And he was dead serious. He's like, well, but we can definitely work something out. Maybe give you a coupon code. I mean, this was years ago, by the way. Haven't gotten a coupon code, no follow-up, nothing. And this is like literally over and over and over again. And it gets to a point where you just don't want to have a conversation anymore, where you quite literally just want to run the gamut yourself. And this is why, like for us, like even with the Vegas Tycoon experience, we were originally asked, are we going to go when we do this? So what we want to do is, we are building a site basically that is going to be part RANT, to be honest with you. But we are going to experience
Part
Vegas.
RANT.
Well, because we experience Vegas. We go out to eat, we go gamble, we experience Vegas all the time. And strangely enough, I have this anonymous. I'm this Google level 8. You know what I mean? I do it anonymously, so that it doesn't really come back to me. But I've collected all these views, because I write these reviews and I try to be as complete as possible, and I don't just be like, you know what, I hate it or I like it. I try to add some context from my point of view. But we want to share that experience with you. Like, if we go out, we were asked basically by a casino, by the way, if we're going to be honest, if we're going to go into the casino that we have potentially a partnership or relationship with, and we're going to be honest. Of course they're going to be honest, dude. Because that's all there is. Like, what do you want us to do? First of all, you're not paying our bills. You know what I mean? That's number one. And number two, like, what's the incentive? There is no more incentive. You know what's interesting? I read this article today about how all of the TV shows are just literally driving themselves nuts. We have this the Writers Guild, is on strike, and they're trying to create content. It's costing them a ton of money, and they're losing money. And I'm like, dude, I don't need a writer. I just got to sit here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need writers. We're having this authentic experience. That's all there is. That's all there is. I don't need to write anything. In fact, here to get ready for this one, I just put down, one little. Oh, they can't even see the phone. It's all whited out, huh? But basically, it's just one line. That's it. Just to trigger the brain. You know what I mean? That's all I need is a trigger.
Yeah.
A little doot doot. A
Doot
little
doot?
doot doot doot.
Really?
Yeah, that's all
That's
I
all
need.
you need?
That's all I need.
Well, we
buddy.
do have a super chat from Clint. He gave us
Hello, Clint.
$4.99. Says,
Is this Cobra Kent? Cobra?
Purple Cobra?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, good.
He said, what are the other casinos similar to LS? Not just in table minimums, but
Yeah.
also personable.
Yeah, also personal. I would tell you, there's a few places I really enjoy for different reasons. Partly because they've been underdeveloped and overlooked. I know, here's going to be a weird one. Okay, you
Hit
ready?
me, hit me.
I like the Flamingo.
Really?
Yeah, because
I did not expect that one.
yes. First of all, for those of you who love all the games, and when I mean all the games, I mean all the carnival games. If you're from the Midwest and you're missing yourself some Mississippi Stud, you know what I mean? The game version, not just, the actual, like, or Let It Ride, things like that. Flamingo has that stuff. And because it's kind of an underappreciated property, no one goes in there and goes, hey, where's the $200 steakhouse? It's got less expensive, fare. You know what I mean? Not cheap fare, don't get me wrong. It's still a strip place. And you can often find lower limit games, not absurdly, high limit. The other thing dude, it's just this weird thing. If you want to hang out with the kids, Excalibur sometimes goes down, $10 games. The deal is there. It can be, they have trouble. So God, it's so hard to be completely honest. I got to tell you. We have the school, we work with all these properties, but let's be real. So there's a lot of casinos that have difficulty retaining employees. The minute that they get incentivized to go somewhere else, they do that. And the employees that stay are the employees that, kind of suck and really don't have a lot of opportunity to move on. So those of you going to some of these properties, if you notice right away that all of the dealers seem to there's no table that can kind of handle your action, well, there you go. You've arrived. That's the place. And this is kind of what's going on here in Vegas. There's such a huge shortage of dealers, especially crap dealers, people with any skill. Quite literally, we went to Bellagio the other day. No bullshit. They pulled a blackjack dealer from Blackjack to deal dice. And the person dealt to us for, I don't know, about a half an hour. And the whole time kept reminding us that he's a blackjack dealer. I'm like, dude, stop telling me you're a blackjack dealer. And let me walk you through how to pay the bet, all right? And let's just move on because this is ridiculous. It's like 10 minutes between every roll. It's absurd, That's not a game. But there frankly isn't a whole hell of a lot of places to go. I like the old school Luxor, but stay the hell out of their buffet. They ended up on the list of top 10 buffets. And that's only because they ran out of buffets. There's no other, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of buffets left in Vegas. That's my other rant, huh? Forgot that one.
That's your rant?
That's the worst buffet, dude. I don't even know why those people show up to work, dude. I don't even think they do show up to work. I think they just roll the food out, you know what I mean? From somewhere else. They just cart it up the street and roll it out at the luxury buffet. Where else would we got? Here's the thing. And we joke about the area sucks, but not El Cortez, but Jerry's Nugget, dude. The area sucks, but let me tell you, those machines hit. The school, the property is old school property.
Yep.
You want to get dropped off and picked up right in the front door. But once you're inside, it's a lot of nice people. The food's fantastic. Just, you know what I mean? Just literally.
My one little thing is if your strategy is really advanced, they're not going to get it. So they can follow the
They have
squeeze
some
plays.
break-ins, yeah.
They can
true.
follow the squeeze plays and stuff, but if you're really an intimate strategy, yeah.
Intimate? Intimate strategy?
Intimate strategy.
Wow. Is that a lingerie strategy?
Yeah,
That
maybe.
seems, I don't know if you use the right word. But anyways, where else would we send people to
Kind of an all-arounder place, really, Ellis, is only because it's they have great dealers, great food. There's not a lot of places like that.
I know,
Some places have great dealers, but terrible food, terrible customer.
Isn't that amazing? That's just so amazing. This town has just evolved just tremendously to where there's not a lot of destinations I would recommend. If you want to play competitive tables and you have a working strategy, where are you going to go? What has $10 tables, right? You go to Circus, right? Again, you're going to go there and see the dealers have been there for a long time, still have difficulty dealing out your action,
Yeah.
The Rio is making a play legitimately. They are trying to
They're
evolve.
trying.
They got $850 million to spend, and they're going to make a go at revamping the Rio.
Hopefully they get better dealers once they revamp.
Dude, hopefully they got to get better rooms, dude. There's a lot of work ahead there, dude. They got to get a broom out and start fixing stuff. All right, what else you got?
Oh, I got a super chat from Christopher Bird Trucking. Give us $2.
That guy.
Said, I don't just want anyone to film me with Alex Kim.
Wait a minute. You want to be filmed with Alex Kim?
I just don't want anyone to film me with Alex
No,
Kim.
that makes sense. That makes sense. No one wants to. Even Alex doesn't want to be filmed with himself, dude. No, he probably does, actually. The very first video I watched that Alex shared with me was him in an elevator by himself. And it wasn't the elevator making noises, just so we're clear. Okay? It was something else. Yeah.
I'm going to butcher this name, but Skunk Witch TCG gave us
Yes.
$5.
Thanks.
Said, I'm starting as a dealer next week in Ohio. Any tips?
What kind of? I do. Yes. See, that's what I should do one day. Is tips for new dealers. I have worked all the shitholes you could ever imagine. I've been to break-in probably 8 times. I've literally worked 8 different break-in properties, maybe 7, and I've trained break-ins. And when I say shithole, I don't mean shithole exactly. I mean just your average shithole. You know what I mean? All right. What kind of, so you're starting as a dealer, what games? Can we ask, what games
They
do you?
didn't say anything. They
you
just said any
general
tips.
dealer? Here's what I was saying.
Get there early on your first day.
Don't get there too early. Don't sweat the action too much. And remember, everything is printed on the table. If you ever, here's what happens. So a lot of times when people start the very first day, they get a little nervous. That sometimes a lot of stuff is going through your head. You're trying to be correct. You're trying to be accurate. First thing is talk. Say hello. Talk to your players. If you're experiencing some nervousness or even if you're shaking, talk it out. Say hello, how are you? My name is. Let them know it's your first day. Bear with me. Focus on being procedurally correct, okay? Don't stress out too much and just slow it down and be correct. If you run into a problem, you make a mistake, no worries, call your supervisor. One of the biggest mistakes you can make as a new dealer is to fix your own mistake. It's fine to make mistakes. It's not a problem, especially the first day. Even your first week, you're going to get lots of passes. That person wearing the suit, they get all the headaches, dude. Pass it on. Let them take responsibility. And if you do that, you build trust. You build trust with your supervisor. And even if it's something egregious, listen, I can't even begin to tell you the number of, my very first audition, I've had cards down, I've had shoes down, I've had money down. I mean, I've done everything you can imagine that could go wrong as a dealer. So just, it's easy. Once you get through your first couple of days, even your first shift, you're going to get this warm sensation and realize it's just not that hard. You'll go on a few breaks, and then it all goes away. You forget about the cameras. You forget about everything else. Yes, Dennis?
Small little tip. Lauren loves to share this with the students at the school.
Mm-hmm.
Learn your supervisor's name, because if you just yell out floor,
That's true.
they might not hear you. But if you say their name, they're more likely to hear you.
Yeah, know your floor person's name. I will say too is if you're a multi-game dealer, make sure that your supervisor knows your multi-game. But day one, if you're going in day one and you're a blackjack dealer, let's say, just stay on blackjack. Try to get blackjack. If it's a smaller casino and they have a bigger pit, a rubber band, where they have a bunch of different games, focus on blackjack. It's so much easier because if you have to transition to a new game and then go through that, it's almost like breaking it all over again. Get through your first week with as few games as possible, and then say, hey, guess what? I know Pai Gow or I know Baccarat, whatever the case is.
They said that they know blackjack and the carnival games.
Perfect. Yeah, so I will say I have tried to just steal blackjack. They're going to want to put you on carnival games if you've actually passed your audition for carnival. By the way, carnival games means, Pai Gow, 3-card, let it ride, these types of games, these kind of ancillary games. But try to focus on blackjack if you can. Most casinos will only set you up on blackjack your first day. They won't move you around too much because they don't want to put too much in your face. But I have worked at some properties. They'll have a rubber band. They'll send you into the pit with an ambassador, and next thing you know, you're running the gamut of games. So they're the gauntlet of games. You don't want to do that as much as possible. Just go into one game. But yeah, good luck. Wow, fantastic. Ohio. That's great. I think it's Boyd, right? Is it a Boyd property? It's like a Boyd, maybe Caesar's property. Because I know Boyd has a presence out there. We have a casino that reached out to us at one point. No,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Someone did ask, are we a live stream for players or dealers? Both.
Both.
We're mostly talking about player stuff, but someone just asked a dealer question.
Yeah. So we have both, and we have a learning platform coming online. It's going to start out for dealers, and then we're going to upgrade it to add player training.
And earlier we were talking about potential casinos that you could go to that have great service and everything. Someone said station casinos, which is true. We were thinking in the strip type of thing. There's not many on the strip.
Yeah. By the way, station casinos, Palace, dude. Palace, Green Valley's close. So if you're on the strip, Palace is the closest. So you could take an Uber to Palace. Palace Station, fantastic games, fantastic dealers have been there forever, and their steakhouse is great. It's not all that expensive. It's a fantastic meal. They also have one of the nicest movie theaters in town. So you can go to Palace and spend the entire day now at Palace Station. And if you've been, it's been a while since you've been at Palace. I know we should have said Palace. Holy crap, we legitimately love Palace Station. Just so you know. I've been playing there forever. Some of my favorite Keno machines are there. They have really fantastic dealers. Some of those dealers, crap dealers, have been trained by me. So it's a great place. They have some really great people that work there. Very friendly. Lots of really wonderful cultural things. In the next minute, on the station thing, you could go out to Durango Station. Will be opening, which shouldn't be too far to get by Uber. But definitely, Palace Station is close to the strip. Green Valley. Fantastic food, really great tables. It's a little more upgraded kind of, scene. They have our favorite Pizza Rock in town, without a doubt. So they have a really good pizza place there. It's a wonderful venue. They have a whole bunch of shopping in front. So if you're looking to do some shopping and you're looking to maybe spend a little less money, it's a great place to hit up. They have a really wonderful whole thing set up there.
Before I forget, I did miss this earlier before the Windows crash. Internet Shaquille was asking, what is this? This is our camera switcher. It's from Blackmagic. It's called the 810 Mini. And they also said that they're going to a Penn Gaming casino.
Oh, really?
It's a Penn Gaming.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's right. It is a Penn. There is a Penn Gaming because that's where Jen went originally. I think it was Penn Gaming. Well, congratulations, dude. Fantastic. It's amazing. Some of these out-of-market places, you make great money as a dealer. So it's a really good, really fantastic career. All right, what else we got? Any more questions?
I think we're going to end this off with a giveaway because we do have 237 likes.
Holy smokes, we're giving away.
And
all right,
then
so
after
either one of
that,
these hats.
we'll wrap it up.
All right, good. Either one of these hats. And, yeah.
What's the word?
Dude. How about just cheap? Can we do cheap?
Type in cheap in the chat.
I think cheap, dude. Can we imagine that? Cheap.
Can we imagine cheap?
You know what's also great? Station has upgraded. All their cafes have upgraded their recipes. I don't know what the hell they've done. Their French toast is fantastic, dude. Big, fat, thick French toast. So we're loving everything they're doing. And they're open Durango Station. Yeah, good. All right, we're gonna give away. You get to pick one.
People are typing in the chat right now.
You got to pick a hat. It's either the burgundy one or this one. So one of them, this one has Casino Education Group on it, and then this one is blue one. You can just hang around town. Listen, I'm a casino consultant.
Drewer gave us a $5 super chat. It says,
Fantastic.
on the contrary, I am new to craps and playing my first time next week in Vegas.
Oh,
whoa, chat's going too fast. Any tips for a new player? This is going to sound like a plug, but come down to Casino Quest, learn, take it easy. It's only $25 an hour per person.
It's the cheapest way to learn the game. We teach you opportunity, not just strategy, but literally opportunity on a crap table, what it means to play a crap table. I would say, listen, don't get wrangled by high limit tables. It's silly. There's not a lot of opportunity there. Even if you have the money, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So if wherever you're staying, if you're staying at a really nice hotel, you go downstairs, you find $25, $50 tables. It's just a silly way because it's going to cost you a ton of money to learn how to play. Take one of those green chips, bring your ass over to Casino Quest, and kind of learn the basics. We teach you the etiquette, the whole thing from start to finish.
And even if you have the money, I still recommend playing a low minimum table just so you can get used to it. So even if you come to Casino Quest, you should still go to a low limit table to get used to the play, what's the interaction, and all that type of stuff.
But beyond that, have a budget. Have a plan, strategy, and an exit. Have an exit, budget exit, and figure out what the hell you're going to do. Don't go on tilt, right? Avoid the tilt. All right, ready?
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
1 through 10.
And if you picked a number, that'd be like cheating because you can see, right?
I can see
right,
it.
How about 1?
1, Steven. You're the winner. It's a picture with your dog on there.
Oh, really? There
it's
you go.
It's like a white floofy
Steven
dog.
with the dog. Fantastic. And you get to pick a hat. We have a bunch of hats. You see the hats? Well, no, we're out of most of those hats in the background. Those are gone.
You get to pick from those 2 colors. And
these 2 colors? Maybe even the red. Well, yeah, these 2 colors, yeah.
I'm typing the email in chat, so make sure to email.
And thanks so much for being part of this, whatever the hell you call this. What is this?
This podcast.
This podcast. Thank you for being part of this podcast. Thank you for being part of our journey. And thank you for being part of just all of it. Yep. Thank you so much. I hope you guys, you can be seeing more of the house. By the way, that's our mat. Oh, God, I point backwards. That's our craps mat behind me. So if you're wondering what the hell that is, it's not just a piece of the furniture. Can you imagine we moved into like the craps house, dude, where they just had mats and, craps related stuff everywhere. But anyways, we'll see you next time, next Wednesday, 6
Before you run off,
go.
Clint gave us $4.99. Says, when is the 4-day dealer training experience coming? 3 days to train and 1 day to deal at CQ off the keynote on one.
We have, if our site wasn't foobarred, for those of you who know what that means, so we hired this young kid who legitimately screwed up our site. We're fixing some of those things, but we are going to be offering that very soon. So we're hoping by the end of the year, check this out. You'll be able to come to Vegas. We're going to put you through a fast-track dealer school. It's going to be, like Clint said, because he's a flippin' genius, by the way, it's going to be 4 days or up to 7 days. So the idea is you're going to learn a game or even 2 games, sort of, okay? It takes a little longer for a normal dealer, but you're going to come. You know this immersion tourism? You're going to come to Vegas, learn a game, and then we're going to roll your ass out, right? Not literally roll you out, figuratively, unless you can be rolled out, I'm not sure. But you're going to go out onto the Casino Quest floor and be a legitimate, we're going to certify you as a Las Vegas casino dealer. You're going to be certified in the game and then legitimately become a Las Vegas certified casino dealer, and voila, mission accomplished. Because people want that, dude.
Well, we're wrapping up and we got another super chat.
Oh, we really?
We got $5 from DJ Spam.
I will just sit here, collect all the super chats.
Says, hello, gents. Long time no see.
Really?
Looking forward to the party in August.
Dude,
agree with the rants about the higher limit tables. The value is slowly going away.
No, the value sucks, dude. That's the biggest rant I have. All these damn fees, the parking fees, and everything else. Don't forget, we have a fantastic Alex Kim ruined my life. If you relate to that, we literally have the shirt. You can see everything about the event. By the way, we are going to do group buy-ins and group polls August 26th, 27th. And then on the 27th Sunday, we're going to film at the school, and you guys can sit there, chow down on some bagels and cream cheese, and watch us just completely unfiltered, dude.
Ready?
Completely unfiltered. Off the keynote to unwind. Here we go.
And the truth is...
Bye.